Previously on.
Previously.
Previously on.
Previously on.
Previously on. Previously on.
Previously on.
Previously on the recap sequence.
Hey folks, welcome to the recap sequence. We've got a special episode lined up today. We spent the weekend basically basking in one of our favorite events of the year.
Yes.
So we were in Moncton on Saturday at the Coliseum for East Coast Comic Expo, their 9th one. So
and they did not disappoint.
They did not. This is like everything you'd want, I think, in this particular type of con.
Well, hold on. Let's just do this here.
So yeah,
there we go. A toast to East Coast Comic Expo.
Yes.
A job well done.
Yeah. By the way, this is a local from Fredericton, Half Cut down on Main Street, and this is a tickle fight. It's called. Anyway, delicious.
It was really cool because we got to see the GY6 crew, who we've pretty much all talked to leading up to this. We got our, I would say we do our walk and talk with Brent. This time it was a stand and chat with Brent.
A static one. That was more of an equipment. So there was some interesting equipment things that went on with this one, because we are now on YouTube.
Yep.
We've been, since just before Christmas, we've been putting everything out on video. So that's very new for us too. So, with that, there's a couple of things, but for the most part, we got 13 interviews. We hosted a sketch battle.
For the first time ever, that's right. We hosted our very first sketch battle, which was a lot of fun because that had Dave Cutler, Devin Taylor, and Brianna June.
Yeah.
And that turned out a lot.
There's awkward silence during a sketch battle because, and especially if you've never hosted one before, let alone attended one. I'm not entirely sure what to do the whole time that I'm there. It went by very quickly.
Yep.
I timed it. I tried to be the timekeeper, but it's one of those things too where the personalities are important too. So you've got people that obviously know what they're doing. They're up there. It's their creative process, and then you're asking them to kind of comment on things, in general.
Yeah.
That can be a little nerve wracking. I know it was
Devin's very
first one. He handled it like a pro.
Yeah.
Actually, so he was a lot of fun to watch, and he got Deadpool bowling and did a great great version of that. And that's the other thing that's always amazing to see in these things is whatever the crazy concept is, they got to come up with it, and they do, and they deliver. So that was fun. It was cool to do one of those for the first time, and hopefully we didn't do too bad. We get to do another one of those, but we also got to host like one of the I don't know, one of the hottest panels that they had going.
Yes.
With Raid Studios.
What is Raid?
What is Raid? That was Dax Gordine, Ramon Perez, and Sheldon Carter. Oh my goodness, yeah. It was the SM was throwing me. I was like, do I use the SM or do I use Sheldon?
And the panel is up on YouTube.
It's on our YouTube channel. Yeah, if you want to check it out, that What is Raid? It's about 30 minutes and a great conversation with those guys on how they got it kind of going, kind of like born out of some of the pandemic, and just kind of a way it's grown. They started off with just a few people, and now it's quite a large crew. They're very supportive of one another. It was great to hear them talking about each other's stuff. And,
it was.
And the way that they support each other in putting it out, and all those connections that they made. So check it out. It's just before this one on our YouTube channel.
We both got our copies, which was super cool, of Misfit Mercs, because on the back page is
full page ad of us
of the recap sequence.
That's hitting the big time right there. But essentially, it's a billboard.
Misfit Mercs if you have not. If you're at a con or you find it is so funny and so well written, and the art by Jarvis is fantastic.
And the second one, you don't want to get caught, not catching up.
Exactly.
So get it read. The second one is in the works, and really looking forward to seeing that one. Man,
the Got Your Six stuff. Like I got my copy signed.
Oh yeah.
I had bought in the we both supported through Kickstarter.
We did,
There was the various variant covers that they had, and I got the Hugh Rookwood one.
I got the Seb Roy one.
Yes, you did, and I managed to get mine signed by everybody from that crew, including Hal Hilden, who signed it. Hal Hilden, aka James Bond, on it. So I have pretty much the only copy that'll ever say aka James Bond. Thank you for that, Hal.
That is a priceless gift.
And it was nice to catch up with everybody.
Yeah.
And
Hal makes a few cameos, actually. I think in 3 of the interviews, you'll watch for him. Check for Hal.
He actually has a legit interview with you, me, and Justin.
Yeah.
And
things almost come to blows with him and Andrew Clark. So
first time ever for the recap sequence, a wrestling promo's cut right in the middle of an interview. Something
big just happened. So if that doesn't grab you, to keep watching. I don't know what will. A throwdown, if you will, at ECCE.
I also got my hands on Sentryman 2 because we got a chance to chat with Sandy
Carruthers. First person we talked to when we walked in. It was he's all set up and ready to go.
Yep.
Smiling face. What a great way to be greeted. We had a really good tour. We got to talk to Danica Brine. We talked to Nick Bradshaw, David Cutler.
Jared MacKay.
Jed MacKay.
Jed MacKay, excuse me. We got to chat with him. And we got a chance to say hi to Troy and Brenda. They're actually coming up on a future episode here with us.
Troy was making his rounds. He was interviewing everybody, actually. He was that's another cool thing about particularly ECCE. It's you're checking in with your friends when you're there. So that was really cool to see.
We have to mention as well, we talked to Cal. Every year we talk to Cal.
Yeah, talk to Cal.
He was there with a bunch of bargain boxes. So
we did. We missed Dave Howlett. Sorry, Dave. We were. I would have loved to come over and the Composite Superman book that he's doing looks amazing, and he's got all kinds of stuff that he's published himself that definitely deserves some attention. So that's Pescetti Western on Instagram. Check it out. Really, really cool stuff.
I know talking to a lot of the creators there, they like the setup this year. Whereas normally they're all the way at the back. Yeah. And it's like you could just basically pick, or if you wanted to, this way you can sort of go in and around. They're also all over the place. It was a really good setup by the ECCE crew this year. So, and another thing I wanted to touch on, which I thought was really cool, and I know they've done this before, but this here was the East Coast Comic Expo program for the year.
This is a great idea.
And with cover by Nick Bradshaw, of course. And you can go in, and everyone gets one, and you can go in and basically, you can get them to sign, get the autographs. So it's it was really cool.
And they were doing it. Yeah, they were doing it.
There was no question. Yeah. And it was kids, adults, you name it. They were going up and getting it.
Passport
but it also was a great idea because then suddenly people are standing around their tables going, oh, looking at all of this, and going like that. Because I remember when we talked to Dax Gordine from Raid, and he was talking about. So I asked him to give me his sales pitch on the books that he does,
which are really great.
Yes,
really great books. And you know what?
That was the one I asked him for.
I had no idea who it was that did Forest. I did not put 2 and 2 together until after we had done the panel, and then I went down. I was like, I've seen these. These are amazing. Yeah.
And he was saying there was a young fellow that come through on I think Friday night, purchased volume 1 or whatever, and Dax recognized him again on Saturday, and apparently he had finished. He just devoured the book, loved and he was reciting jokes and stuff. And Dax was like, "This is why I do it."
Yeah. Well, he was swarmed by fans before the panel. Yes. We were actually about 10 minutes late getting started because he was just trying to pry himself away from a bunch of adoring fans for sure.
But how's this though? This was super cool because Brent touched on this when we were talking to him.
Oh yes.
Yes. Right here, if you can see. So right here, as I'm pointing to it, that's a comic strip done by our very own Marvel Senior Cinematic Movie correspondent, Mr. Brent O'Hara. Mm-hmm. And what do we got on the left? Well, of course, strip from Monster Mike as well, who contributed that. And then a little later in the book, there's also a page for Got Your Six and Misfit Mercs. Yeah. So you come in, you can get one of these, and you get all these autographs, and it's pretty cool to see all of this stuff in there.
Yeah, it's kind of like getting one of like the free comic book day.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, it was a great idea and a great way to get people to do the rounds. Not that it was hard to do. Coliseum's a great setup.
It is.
We talk about this with Brent a little later in the show. Just getting around, lots of elbow room. Yes. And things were fairly easy to find. They had a baked goods section when you first
Pretzel
came
place,
in.
yeah.
Yeah, like so food on site. So
and a lot of comics. I saw a lot of people. Like Dave Hallett came up to me at one point. He said,
yeah,
I was going through bins and boxes and stuff. And he
it's all
said,
about the dollar bins this year.
I found all these things.
Yeah.
And he's like, yes, this is great. And actually, someone else we didn't get a chance to talk to, but I know he was super busy. Was Tony White. Because
saw him like briefly coming
passing,
out of the raid panel, just upstairs. But I mean, he's volunteering and like just crazy busy. So we'll see you again sometime soon, I hope.
But a tip of the cap, to Derek and Brent and Don and the whole team at East Coast.
Great to see Don Mann again too. Enjoy the episode. Thanks
Cheers to you for putting all of this together, because I know he's the reason we're doing this. With all this fun stuff.
Well, thank you for bringing me this beer.
You're welcome. The least I could do.
Yeah, and cheers to you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and all the best to everyone. And thank you, ECCE, for a great show. We'll see you again next year.
Guys, it's Ryan here on the floor of East Coast Comic Expo. It is Saturday morning. The doors have just opened, I believe, for the VIP ticket holders. And our first guest is Sandy Carruthers. How are you, sir?
I'm fantastic.
That is awesome. Sandy, last time we talked to you, you were just getting ready to embark on a tour of comic conventions. How's it been so far?
It's been fantastic. I've been, from here and there and everywhere, from Miramichi to Cape Breton, and now here in Moncton, beautiful Moncton. But Halifax as well.
Right.
And Dartmouth. But here I am in Moncton at ECCE, one of the best comic book shows in the Maritimes, as far as I'm concerned.
And of course, the last time we talked to you, you were getting ready to go to Back Issues Comic Con as well. How was that for a first go around?
It was fantastic. I mean, it's a small show, but and I think they're going to introduce it again in the fall, same venue. But it was fantastic. I mean, there's nothing better than walking into a room full of white boxes, and that's all there is.
Yeah.
It's comic books, wall-to-wall comic books, and everyone was happy. I was happy.
Well, that's
got some good deals.
That's awesome. One of the things we've talked to a lot of people so far before the show started. They said Friday night, last night was just unbelievable.
It was fantastic. I was surprised because normally Friday's a little soft, typically, and that's to be expected. But last night it just broke all the rules.
That is fantastic.
It was crazy.
Let's hope Saturday is just as good, if not better. I have no doubt about
way
it.
Way better. Yeah.
Once this is all, your table. I mean, look at everything you've got: the Dark Sanctuary,
yes.
Century Man.
Century Man, yeah.
Is that Century Man 2 that you worked with?
This is Century Man number 2. That's right.
With Andrew?
Yep.
Nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is wicked.
Yeah. So that's just come out for ECCE, which is nice. And I've got some original art. I've got some drawings from different things.
Doing some sketch covers as well.
Doing some sketch covers as well. Yeah.
This is wicked. Well, listen, Sandy, I won't keep up any more of your time. I really appreciate it, man. Enjoy the rest of the con.
I will.
Great
you too.
to see you.
Take care.
Guys, it's Ryan here on the floor of East Coast Comic Expo, and I am with Danica Brine. How are you?
Doing pretty good.
Excellent. Excellent. First of all, we talked to you this time last year and you were just getting ready to leave for Comic Con in San Diego.
Oh, yeah.
How was the experience?
It was crazy. I can't say I've ever been to a show like that before. I think they should recall it Line Con because it's just lines. Like it's literally. It's the most commercialized con I've ever seen. It's an event everybody should, experience it for at least one time in their lives.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of lines. There was quite a crowd.
And then of course you were there for the awards show.
Yeah, that was something.
Was that quite? I mean, I know how excited you were to be nominated for that, and just to be able to experience that with everybody else.
Yeah. Like honestly, just being able to be nominated and just being there that evening was a win for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was pretty cool, and just like. You see all the big wigs and stuff of the industry, and you're like, I'm sitting here in the same room as these people. It's so cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty exciting.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing we talked to you about, and I'm going to butcher this, so I apologize. The work you were
Prints,
doing.
yeah.
How is that coming along?
like Nick and I have been so busy trying to like manage the business and stuff. We actually did create a print section on our website, but there's nothing on it yet.
Okay.
I actually officially have a proper desk for that printer now, which is good. I'm hoping that the rest of this year I can find some time to do some prints. Like what's nice about these is that I can print them on demand. Like it's not like I'm not stuck with these boxes of prints, and they're really, really high quality pigment inked prints that should last.
You still enjoying doing it though?
Yes. Every time I print one out, it just comes out so beautiful. Yeah.
Now, of course, we're here for East Coast Comic Expo. Everyone I've talked to today said Friday night was a huge success, great turnout, and now it looks like Saturday is just going to be as much fun.
Yeah, I think so. I think they were looking at the numbers, like the ticket sales, and I think the numbers are showing that it might be our busiest year yet. So
that is awesome.
Yeah.
So, of course, anybody who stops by your table, you've got enamel pins. I see some stickers. Your Chef's Kiss book, obviously, which is a huge success, and you're doing sketches, no doubt.
I'm not doing sketches at the show today because I actually have a deadline on this Conan cover. So I'm going to be working on a Conan cover. Yeah.
Wow, that
so
is
I'll
super
be penciling
exciting.
and hopefully moving on to inks there today. So
when is that expected to come out?
I don't know yet. It's very new.
That's super
it's
exciting.
Just new. Yeah. So.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
I hope
Ryan.
you enjoy the rest of the
Yeah,
the
I
con.
hope you too.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Hey, this is Tanner Zipshin, former host of the Cineplex pre-show, and you're listening to the recap sequence with Jamie and Ryan. Enjoy the show.
Hey guys, it's Ryan here on the floor of East Coast Comic Expo, and I'm with David Cutler. How are you doing, sir?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. How's the con treating you so far?
Excellent. It's been an awesome show.
I hear Friday night was pretty decent.
It was, yeah. Had a lot of fun, met a lot of people. Good show.
And of course now the doors are going to open here in about 45 minutes, and the Saturday crowd is, I'm sure, expected to be that much, if not bigger, which should be a lot of fun as well.
Yeah, I've heard the tickets have sold well, so we'll see.
How are you enjoying your stay here in Moncton so far?
Loving it. Not getting to see too much of the town, but I've never been here before except to drive through.
Okay.
So it seems cool. It seems like a cool town.
That's awesome, and I see you've got some work here on the table with you. What are you working on right now? Are you allowed to tell us anything you're working on?
I'm working on pitches right now.
Okay.
So just stuff between me and a writer that we're shopping around.
Nice.
Came off a bunch of like villains and stuff at Marvel.
So you're keeping busy then?
Yes, yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, listen, I like to ask our guests every once in a while when they're, is there a bucket list character out there that you haven't worked on that you'd love to work on?
There's $500 million. $500 million. At DC, Aquaman and the Legion of Superheroes.
Wow. Okay.
And at Marvel, what do I want to narrow it down to? I've never gotten to draw Cyclops except in a flashback. And Speedball. Let's say Speedball.
There we go. All right.
There you go.
Well, listen, David, I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with us today. I hope you enjoy the rest of East Coast Comic Expo.
Yeah.
And enjoy your day here.
Yeah, thanks for talking to me, guys. It's great.
Guys, it's Ryan here on the floor of East Coast Comic Expo, and I am with Nick Bradshaw. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm very well. Listen, we're not going to take up a lot of your time, but I've been very excited because when we talked to you this time last year, I asked you, Nick, is there a bucket list of anything you wanted to work on? And lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, I hold it right here, Rom and the X-Men. Nick, how cool was it for you to be able to do this?
That was pretty cool. I kind of felt bad cashing the paycheck for that because that would have been something fun to do just on its own. But I was pretty excited.
How's been the reception for this, for that cover, for that?
Oh, that one was, I had a lot of feedback. I had a lot of fans that were clamoring for the original, so I was pretty stoked. And then it actually led to even another bucket list thing. I just recently finished a Godzilla cover
No
for
way.
Marvel too. Yeah, so I'm getting to do a lot of fun stuff lately.
Wow. Now the other one, I mean, I'll just ask. You can say no if it's not, you can't say anything. But Micronauts, you had mentioned you wanted to work on that possibly.
I actually did. I did a Venom Micronauts cover. I'm probably going to be getting some more Micronauts covers this year.
Look at that. That is wicked.
Yep.
Wow, that is awesome. How's the con treating you so far?
It's always a fun time here. We always get a good crowd. I think yesterday was probably our best Friday we've had to date. So we were pretty excited to see a lot of people bringing kids this year, which I'm liking to see more of. So.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I mean, it's just awesome to see all these conventions all over the place and everyone attending these and enjoying them. So listen, the doors are going to open here shortly for the general public. So I won't take up any more of your time, man. Thank you so much. Congratulations on this.
Thank you.
One last question.
Sure.
Bermuda.
So the way it worked is we actually started into a second arc. I'm about halfway through completing it, but we might have to shop around and find it a new home. So we'll see, but it's still cooking in the fire.
So here's hoping this time next year, maybe.
Maybe.
That's awesome. Guys, it's Ryan here on the floor of East Coast Comic Expo with Nick Bradshaw. Thanks a lot, Nick.
Thanks. Good to see you.
You too. Guys, it's Ryan here on the floor of East Coast Comic Expo, and it's been almost a year since we last talked to her with Sami Francis. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. We talked to you at Freddie Beach Comic Expo, and you had just made friends with Karen Whitfield.
I did.
Bronze Age Batgirl.
She's
and
fantastic. Love her.
You've been on a run ever since that. How's it been this last year for you?
It's been wonderful. I have around 5 covers now, which is fantastic.
Really?
And,
wow,
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I do variant covers.
Okay.
For TMNT and for Archie. So that's what I'm doing lately. And yeah.
And of course, you've just done the recent bit of the Atlantic Tour Con circuit here, haven't you? How's that been?
It's been wonderful. Everybody is so lovely on the East Coast. I love it here. Would love to move here eventually one day.
Well, that's what we want to hear.
But yeah, it's beautiful here.
Yeah.
Just like the people and the atmosphere and everything about it, like it's just wonderful.
And of course, how's the con been treating you so far here? Friday was very good, very busy day.
Yes, Friday was very busy. Hoping today is just as busy, if not busier.
Yeah.
But it's been wonderful. This is a lovely con. I love how it's set up here. It's really cool.
Yeah.
These hexagon things that they're putting the guests in
are
really interesting, really fun. There's stuff in there for us as well, so that's really awesome.
And of course, you're part of the GY6 crew as well.
I am.
And that's quite a team. I mean, Hal Hilden.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll talk about Hal at some other point here. You have a big sketch battle coming up this afternoon, though.
Yes.
With Ramon Perez and Hugh Rookwood, I believe.
Yes.
And you're going to mop the floor with them, right?
Oh, hopefully.
There we go. That's what I like to hear. After this, what's your con schedule like after this?
I'm going to be hitting up Heroes Con,
Nice.
which is in North Carolina, I believe.
Okay.
And that should be a really good con. And after that, I should have a little bit of a baby break before I hit up some others. But
And you're just staying just as busy, right? I mean, the TMNT stuff we've seen. How much fun has that been to do turtles?
I love doing turtles. Like, they're so fun to do. Like, they're really fun to draw too. Like, I love them. And I'm a big Turtles fan, so it's
Are
been
you?
Oh yeah.
Do you have a fave?
Leonardo.
Oh, there we go. All right, and I know, he's not even front and center. I thought he'd be front and center on your banner there.
Well, this one is for 147.
Okay.
And for 147, Donnie's actually the center of the issue.
Oh, all right.
Sort of like the main character in that issue.
Yep.
So I thought I would put him up in center and give him a
Fair
spotlight.
point.
But I did put Leo right up in the front for 150 because I can't help myself.
That is awesome. And do you have any other projects coming up that you're allowed to tell us about?
Yeah, so TMNT number 1, I'm also doing a variant cover for us. That one's going to be coming out, and I'm working on number 2 as we speak.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah.
That's wicked. I mean, for someone, do you like doing cover art?
I do.
You
yeah,
do?
I love
Because
doing
you got sort of get them a little more free range to do it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, listen, Sami, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Enjoy the rest of East Coast Comic Expo.
Thank you.
And it was great to see you again. We've been following your work and your travels here over the last year, and hope to see you down the road again.
Absolutely, yes.
Awesome.
All right, thank you so much.
Hey
guys, it's Ryan here on the floor of East Coast Comic Expo, and I am with Andrew Clark. How are you, Andrew?
Doing well, thank you. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Great to see you again here at East Coast Comic Expo. Last year when I saw you, I had managed to get a copy of my Adam book, which was awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you very much, and congratulations. I hear you've joined the GY6 now.
I have, yeah. A couple weeks.
How's Moncton treating you so far? How's the convention been?
Moncton's great. It's my favorite of every year. I probably said the exact same thing last year, but I love ECCE. ECCE. Woo!
There we go.
That's not a camera.
So it's so we are getting this recording. You are sitting next to Brianna June,
Yes.
who has done part of this team as well, and then to the back of us is Hal Hilden, who for some reason, when he's mentioning stuff on Facebook about his things, he then goes, and then there's Andrew Clark.
Yes.
So do you want to give us the other side of this here?
Yeah, it's like this, brother. Hal Hilden is the scourge of the comic community, and nobody likes you. And once I get you in the squirrel circle, you're going down. And you won't be able to get up again.
That is the first time in recap history that the mic has been commandeered and the interview has been commandeered. So in that case, Andrew, thank you for this. We are going to be having you on here down the road to talk about all your work and the process and everything like that. Really looking forward to talking to you again, man.
Me too. Thank you. And thank you for stealing your mic.
Oh, pleasure, man. That was perfect. Thanks a lot.
Hey, this is Jamie.
And this is Ryan.
And we're the Recap Sequence.
Be sure to tune in to us every Wednesday night on CHSR 97.9 FM. We're online at chsrfm.ca at 7 p.m. Atlantic, 6 p.m. Eastern.
And if you don't catch us live, you can catch our podcast on Spotify, on Amazon, anywhere you get your favorite podcasts. And we also have a YouTube channel you may have been watching. And if not, you should be. Catch us on YouTube at Recap Sequence.
And subscribe.
Subscribe, yeah, please.
Hey guys, it's Ryan here on the floor of East Coast Comic Expo. I'm with Brianna June. How are you?
I'm good.
Last time we talked to you, it was you and Sebastian Roy. We were just discussing the Got Your Six book, issue 1 that was getting ready to come out.
Yes.
What did you think once you finally saw it?
It was a little surreal. I've never seen a passion project come to life, so it was really nice to see it in color in our physical hands.
And can you give us an update where we are with the other issues at this point?
I think issue 2 is still being written.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. But
Now,
hopefully sometime soon we can start that.
That is awesome. Now, of course, you have your own copy. I'm sure you do. How's been what? Oh my goodness! All right,
Actually,
we're gonna go talk to Hal Hilden here because obviously he's just dropping the ball about all of these things. This is unacceptable. I'm sorry. Don't worry. I'm sure. Speaking of which, behind you there, someone hasn't gotten her copy of Got Your Six yet. So.
I don't think any of us have.
Wow, he's just unbelievable. Now, how's the reception been for the book though?
From my understanding, it's actually really good, especially in where we're from, like Rookwood, where it's a military base. It does really well there.
Oh, that is awesome.
It's really good.
That is awesome. And some turtle news as well, as we obviously saw. How's the reception been for that?
It's been good so far. It's different kind of niche, like a different kind of group. So I'm so used to the anime focus, and now I'm kind of dipping my foot in the comic scenes, and it's nice because I really like the turtles. So I'm meeting all these nice people.
That is wicked. Is there anything else you're allowed to tell us that you're working on right now?
I got another Turtles cover coming.
Oh, awesome!
And another Archie one. So I think in September.
That is awesome. Yeah. How's Moncton treating you so far?
Good. I like Moncton. Yeah, this is like second home pretty much.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you're just down the road anyways. You're in our backyard anyhow, right?
Pretty much,
yeah. What about your con schedule after East Coast Comic Expo?
Oh my goodness.
Are you staying busy?
Yes, I have Animera Times, the one in Fredericton.
Oh, nice. You're in Fredericton.
Yeah, and then Montreal is right after that. Oh. Yeah, and then Saskatchewan, Winnipeg, and then one I'm not allowed to talk about yet.
Okay, good. That's good to know. But wow, that's you're trekking quite a bit then.
A little bit, yeah.
That's awesome. Wow. One other thing that Jamie and I did was we contacted you through Johnston, and you have been gracious enough. We have a show poster that's going to be coming up for our 250th episode, which is coming up here in the next couple of weeks. And wondering if you can maybe give us a little peek of it.
Yeah.
This is the first. We have not even seen this firsthand here, so.
Don't know how much.
No, go right for it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. That is unbelievable. Wow. We're blown away now. This is awesome.
I'm glad you like it.
It's incredible. So, Brianna, listen, I won't take up any more of your time. I know you've got a sketch battle coming up actually that we're going to be actually hosting that day in a bit. So we'll see you upstairs here shortly.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Guys, it's Ryan here on the floor of East Coast Comic Expo, and as tradition, we do our walk and talk with Brent O'Hara, our Marvel Senior Cinematic Movie Correspondent. Haven't said that in a while. But this time, we're with the Unpackaged. We've taken Brent out of the Wolverine Deadpool package to hang out with. Brent, how are you?
Doing great. Yes, we're really happy to have the action figure backdrop, the photo backdrop, back to the East Coast Comic Expo. It was a favorite from our earlier years, and then we were a couple years away from having it, so excited to bring it back.
I remember when we talked to you, literally on our last show, and we asked you about that because you had the Guardians of the Galaxy prison scene, the Darwin Cook stunt, and then you were very cryptic, which made us go, okay, what are they doing? And then when they started popping up on Facebook the other day, I was like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah, we had, like, when our very first expo, we had one, an East Coast Comic Expo themed blister pack where you could stand and get your photo done, you know.
Yeah.
And then we had another version of it, for Grandway Comics one year.
Yes.
And then anyway, so now we're back with Deadpool and Wolverine, and it's getting lots of attention. People are liking it, so it's a fun thing to have back to the show.
Now the doors have just opened for Saturday here. We hear from everyone we've talked to, Friday night was a huge success for you guys.
It was great. Yes, yeah. It has us as far ahead as we've ever been for attendance and making sure that we're going to be okay. So yeah, we're happy with last night, and the buzz is really great, and so what we're hoping for is that we have a really solid day today, and we started letting people in just a few minutes early, so we've got people piling in now. So,
and I mean, the setup this year, I know you guys try to tweak things every year. From what I've understood talking to a lot of the guests here, they love the setup for the octagonal setup, if you will. It's really neat and really different.
Great, yeah. So last year, I mean, we had our guests sort of in a different section. So we thought for the size, we were growing into the Coliseum, right?
Yes.
So we kind of learned some lessons from last year, and here we are setting up a little bit differently. And I think you're right. Like, I'm glad to hear that feedback, because I think it's a really great setup for everyone to kind of see all the guests as you're coming into Section B of the arena, and have everyone here. So it's a great presentation for our guests.
And of course, in Section A, you've got all your vendors, you've got your comic hunters. We were talking to Dave Hallett from Strange Adventures, and he said he was hitting these back issue bundles like you wouldn't believe.
Oh yeah.
Finding some great stuff.
Right on. Yeah. You know what? It's funny because this is our 9th year of issue 9 of our comic expo. But up until this point, I've never really had the opportunity to kind of go through and dig through the boxes and see the vendors.
Yeah, and of course it looks like everybody's had a great time so far. And I mean, we look forward to this every year. You guys put on a fantastic show. Your team puts on an amazing show. They all look awake. I know some have only had one cup of coffee so far.
Yeah.
But you guys really do need to be applauded for the show that you put on and the efforts you put into this.
Hey, thank you very much. And our main concern is we want everyone to have fun. We want people to come and feel free to just, really enjoy themselves, and we get that. Everyone who comes to the East Coast Comic Expo is really smiling and happy and having a really good time. So yeah, we're hoping for a good turnout today, people to come down and have fun, and there's lots of cool stuff to see.
There's a lot of. And the other thing is Area C. You don't see it right now, but we'll get some shots of it later. That's the gaming room.
Yes.
And man, they are set up in there.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah. All the displays that they have looks so cool. All the painted setups for the game tournaments that are going on all day long. And then the stairway right there to go up to the panels and such as well. So we've got some fun panels. plan for the day. You know, it's the full East Coast Comic Expo experience as usual.
Well, Brent, listen, I won't keep you any longer, man. We thank you so much. And again, I say this, on behalf of myself and Jamie, the work you and the whole team here at East Coast Comic Expo put on, we love coming here every year. It's a staple for us, and we'd love to see what you guys put on every year. Keep up the awesome work.
Thank you, and glad to see you guys here, and hope you get to have lots of great chats with the guests on the floor, and have a great East Coast Comic Expo.
Thanks very much.
This is Summer Glau, River Tam from Firefly, and you are listening to the recap sequence with Jamie and Ryan.
Guys, it's Ryan here at the floor of East Coast Comic Expo, and I am with Jed MacKay. How are you, sir?
I'm very well. How are you?
Very well, thank you. We had the luxury of talking to you last year, and when we talked to you then, you didn't have very much going on. I think an Avengers book, a Moon Knight book, a Doctor Strange book, a
bits and
couple
bobs.
things. And then right now, you really don't have much going on other than the big Marvel event for the year. Oh, and an X-Men book.
Yeah, I'm in a real dry spell. Someday I hope my career's going to pick up.
The Blood Hunt. Wow. What a book.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
Oh, my
wow.
God.
I'm assuming that means you liked it.
Very much so. I mean, how long is this? Where'd you come up with the concept for this one?
Honestly, it was a concept that was given to me. Tom Brevoort emailed me saying we're looking to put together our next event, and we want to do something with vampires. So as I've done some vampire stuff with Moon Knight, bit of that, always going to pop up Doctor Strange, and then having Avengers being, this kind of large world-spanning book, it just kind of made sense for me to bring these 3 titles together and unleash the Blood Hunt upon the world.
And you're obviously having fun with this. And have you seen both the PG and R-rated?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The I don't know what you call the normal one, and then the red band one.
Yes. Yeah. Of course, you have to get the red. I get the red band one. It's well worth it. But it's an incredible story that you've created with this here. With these kind of books, though, does it allow you to just sort of some freedom where you don't need to kind of really be following the continuity of all the other books that?
Well, it's a little easier because a large part of the characters involved in this book are ones that are in books that I write.
Right.
Right. Outside of Miles Morales, Dracula, Brielle, pretty much everyone else are in my books. Be it Avengers of Moon Knight, be it Avengers, Doctor Strange, what have you. So I generally try to limit the main impact of this main story on those characters that I have to deal with. It gets a little outside of that when bring Miles Morales in, and spoilers, he gets turned into a vampire. That then becomes a Cody problem. But everyone's been very collegial. We really try to work to make things as easy as possible in sometimes an often difficult situation of a company-wide crossover.
Wow. And then of course the big announcement, X-Men. That's huge. You've got to be super excited about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped. We got first issue's out next month. We got Ryan Stegman on art. Just turning in just career work. Marty Grassi on colors. JP Myers on inks. It looks great. I think it's a fun and exciting story to kind of pick up where we left off this month. So,
and I've got to ask you, as a writer, how are you even able to stay ahead of all this with all the books that you've got going right now?
Well, I have a mortgage, so I don't really have a choice.
How's Moncton been treating you so far?
It's been great. It's my third time at ECCE. ECCE was the first show that had me out as a guest, as a pro, so it's always got a spot in my heart.
Right, okay. And the rest of your con schedule, do you have a busy con schedule, or do you have time for other con schedules?
I got a couple coming up. I don't think they're announced, so I won't get into it.
No problem.
But I'll have a couple more appearances, I believe, this summer, as long as they can come together. And then beyond that, we'll see what happens.
Sounds good. Well, listen, Jed, I won't keep up any more of your time. I know they just opened up the doors here, so enjoy the rest of the show. I know you got a panel coming up as well.
Yep.
Enjoy the rest of your time in Moncton, man.
All right. Enjoy your show, guys.
Thanks a lot. It's Ryan here on the floor of East Coast Comic Expo, and I'm with Hugh Rookwood. How are you, sir?
Hi, how you doing, sir?
Good. The last time we had a chance to talk to you was, HowCon 2023, I believe.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while, so you've been busy, I see.
Yes, sir. Most definitely.
How's the con treating you so far? Welcome to Moncton, man.
Loving the con. First time here at the Moncton show, so I'm very, very excited.
Nice.
It's been awesome so far.
What else have you got going these days?
Oh, well, I got a lot of cool stuff that's been going on. Actually, my latest in Published Works is this TMNT 150 from IDW.
Oh, wow.
This one is the latest one. Road to 150 from Ninja Turtles. So it's a double page spread. I was really happy about that. And then also have a series that came out of Antarctic Press from writer Jack Virgilio called Dominion Jack. And I'll just show you that in a second. And that came out of here, out of Antarctic Press on their Exciting Comics line. Wow. So this is our entire run in the series. It's an anthology booklet, so there's other like titles from other writer artist combinations. But for us, this is from 36 to 40. This is our run here. So it's me, Ron Salas, Dominic Mercier, and written by Jack Virgilio, right? So this is the entire run here. So
how cool is that?
Yeah, it's been amazing. Wow. It's been amazing. So
that is awesome.
Yeah, so doing that, sequentials, covers, all my works here. I'm working on some other creator-owned stuff. So it's pretty exciting times right now.
That's wicked, Hugh, man. I mean, just to see that, to see the work with TMNT, and of course, got your 6. You're staying busy. It's awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's
yes, sir.
awesome.
That's the way to do it.
Well, listen, I won't take up any more of your time.
No problem.
I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Yes, sir. Will do.
And we look forward to seeing you down the road, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. You coming by, and once again, thanks for the support.
Anytime.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Guys, it's Ryan here on the floor of East Coast Comic Expo, and as tradition, we get to talk from Cal from Strange Adventures. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Very good. How's the con been so far?
Great, yeah, just really good response, and lots of happy folks, and crazy costumes.
I hear Friday was a very good day for the convention.
Yeah, it seemed to be very good turnout.
Yeah.
I don't know if people just had other plans or they wanted to get an early look at things, but it worked out really well.
That's good, and things have been busy for you guys in Strange Adventures in Halifax.
Yeah. Tourism season has started up. We're starting to see the cruise ships again, so get a lot of people through those.
Yeah, that's good, and of course, I'd be remiss without saying, really excited to see Decaf back at Alderney Landing. I know there was a bit of a hiccup along the way, but everyone we've talked to, they're super excited that it's back.
We're back at Alderney Landing, the usual venue, the August 11th, and thousands of people and lots of comics, free admission, bring the family. We've got lots of different guests coming in, so it should be a really good time.
Well, that's really exciting. And how's today going? What are we expecting here at the Strange Adventures booth?
We made it very simple because our vehicle bringing up here, I had several other people in, so we didn't have a lot of space.
Yeah.
But we brought up a couple of $1,000 comics, just all kinds of stuff, and then a few artist editions that are just always fun to ooh and ah over, the giant comics.
Nice.
Yeah, kept it very simple. And also been just taking some time myself to walk around and dig through some boxes.
Oh, good.
You always find some great stuff.
I know we saw Dave Hallett earlier, and he had already been through a couple of the boxes and found some stuff that he's like, yeah, this is going to make my day. So we talked to you last year. It was funny. The Flash movie was on its way. To theaters. This time, Deadpool Wolverine. Are you excited about this? Or
yeah, they're like the comics.
Yeah.
They're fun, they're action-packed, they're goofy, and Ryan Reynolds really seems to have a handle on it, and also, thankfully, they've been successful enough. He's allowed to pretty much do whatever he wants, and it's all, I think, very good-naturedly, ribbing about the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. Hugh Jackman looks amazing in it.
Yeah, for a guy who's 55.
And I'm sure we're going to have tons of little Easter egg surprises.
Ryan Reynolds, as you said, having fun doing his thing. So
as long as they get the Beyonder in that disco outfit, that white jumpsuit thing.
Awesome. Well, Cal, listen, enjoy the rest of the convention, man, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see you maybe at Decaf.
Yeah, I hope so.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Take care.
Well, guys, it's Ryan here on the floor of East Coast Comic Expo, and it was inevitable. We would track down the guys that, really launched this YouTube sensation of ours. Justin, Steeves, and Hal Hilden from Got Your Six. I'm holding my copy right here. You can get it all over the place if you're at East Coast Comic Expo. Stop by. It's an amazing book. You guys must just be over the moon.
Yeah, the reception of Got Your Six and Misfit Mercs the last month on the road, it's been incredible. It's been a lot of fun.
Everyone we've had a chance to talk to who has picked this up has just said this is like especially the Got Your Six, because I know it was a passion project for you guys to do.
Yeah, like I said, we've been getting a lot of positive feedback. We've been telling our story, and it's been good, Ryan.
And of course, we've had a chance being here at East Coast Comic Expo to talk to Brianna June, been a part of this. Sebastian Roy, and of course, we're going to be talking to Jarvis as well here in a bit. GY6, wow.
We're being approached now by artists and stuff in all the cons we go to, and Justin found some, I want to call them unicorns, like just some people that just, they said, would you look at some art of ours? Like, yeah, sure. They brought their portfolios in, and Justin found some incredible talents. Yeah. But people are approaching us now for like to do projects with. It's kind of surreal.
How's the concert? You guys did a whirlwind East Coast tour here in the last month or so.
Yeah, the Miramichi, Sydney, Nova Scotia, Yarmouth, Nova Scotia, and finishing off our East Coast tour right here in Moncton. It's been incredible, the reception for GY6 Studios for these amazing comics and stuff. Like Hal said, people are approaching us, asking us, wanting to do work with us and stuff. So we're really excited. We got a lot of cool projects lined up the last month, but I'm tired.
I got to ask you though, Justin, what's it like? Because you've been on the other side where you're organizing these events. Now you're on the guest side. I'm coming up to you going, can you sign this? And
it's surreal. It's a lot of fun. It's something that I'm looking forward to carrying on for many, many years. And, we got some exciting news that just happened this morning that we're not going to announce yet. Okay. But,
what about Got Your Six issue 2? Where are we in that phase right now?
Coming soon. We got the plot all lined out.
Yep.
And now it's just putting it down and getting it out, but it'll be very soon.
Okay.
Misfit Mercs number 2 is done.
Nice.
It is done. It's actually, the script is in Jarvis's hand now. So we got some exciting, character additions, we'll call it. Some celebrities, some other superheroes from across Canada will be joining the Misfit Mercs.
That is awesome. Now, I do want to bring up one thing I've noticed. You recently added another member to the Got Your Six. I don't know if you've had to be put a panel dividing wall between Andrew Clark and Hal Hilden. There seems to be, you follow Facebook, I don't know.
It's a love-hate relationship. They love to hate each other. But no, like two best friends, and that's what this is all about. It is friends, friends first. And as long as you're having fun doing it, you never have to work, right?
And there's some great collaboration efforts going on with you guys.
And Justin's always looking for new talent, and if he finds the talent, he'll offer them, want to come up with us. But they got a time limit though. Like if they're not interested, Justin just moves on and finds someone else.
Yeah, well, it's not so much that it's, we got a lot of moving parts happening right now. We're in discussions with some distributors to start getting books out to comic shops all over the world.
That is awesome.
And, publishing it and moving forward with our own creator stuff and other creators stuff as well.
Justin even had a role-playing company approach him. So we might be doing something with a role-playing company. Possibly.
Yes.
That's really branching out. I mean, the art's going to be everywhere.
Yep. And you've heard it here on at East Coast Comic Expo. What are your guys' con schedules after this? Moncton's done today.
I'm taking a break. Next up for us is myself and Brianna will be at Montreal Comic Con. Yep. And then we're going to take because you guys know I'm moving.
Yep.
And then we're hitting the West Coast up. We got shows lined up all over the West Coast starting in September.
Wow, that is awesome.
But I got to ask you guys something.
Sure.
everybody's been seeing the Misfit merch, but what's it like seeing you guys' ad on the back page for everybody else to see?
Well, I gotta say, it's like you, it was surreal when we held it for the first time today. Thank you so much for including us as part of the Misfit project there, because that was really cool when you approached us about that.
It's always a pleasure anytime we get to talk with you guys, it's great.
Misfit Universe, you might be.
That's true, Misfit Universe, that's right. So, listen, we won't take up any more of your time, but if anybody is checking, if anybody can't make East Coast Comic Expo, where can they find this anywhere else?
Very soon, our independent titles only will be on the website. So we're going to be launching that, and hopefully in the very near future, you'll be able to start picking them up at your local comic shops all over the country.
That is awesome. Well, it's Justin Out. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it, and congratulations. Got your 6. If you haven't picked your book up yet, do so. I don't know what you're waiting for. And Misfit Mercs, get your copy as well. This is hilarious. If you want to laugh, this is it right here. So thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Best.
Hi, this is Will Friedle, co-host of I Hear Voices, and Eric Matthews from Boy Meets World, and you are listening to the Recap Sequence with Jamie and Ryan.
It's Ryan here on the floor of East Coast Comic Expo, and I'm with Jarvis Donovan. How are you?
Fantastic.
And someone was waving something behind you there. It was, I believe, it was Justin Steeves, the writer of Misfit Mercs. Issue 1 is out. I am holding it right here. How cool is it to finally get a copy in your hands?
Really, really neat.
Yeah.
The first time I actually got to flip through it was we did a panel at CaperCon.
Okay.
And we just did like a quick run through, and I just did a quick sketch of like what one of the pages for the next issue is going to be. Didn't get very far, but the first time I actually, because it'd been a little bit, so I kind of forgot how I drew everybody.
Yeah.
So I just had the comic with me and just flipped through it. And there was a moment, probably if anybody was there, that saw me go, whoa, because it was kind of surreal.
So how's the reception been for this? You've been to a couple cons since we talked to you. I think you went to CaperCon?
Yep, we were at CaperCon, we were at Yarmouth for YCon,
and now
we're here.
So what's the reception been like for the books?
Really good.
Yeah.
It's been very warm. I have a lot of friends and family back in CaperCon around Cape Breton. A lot of them came by and showed support, which is great of them. And I got a lot of messages later on after the event saying, "Oh, this was really funny," and this is I'm looking really forward to the next issue.
That is so for someone doing something like this now. Because remember, when we talked to you, you were like, you were unsure at first if you wanted to do this or not. Now that are you diving into issue 2?
Oh, absolutely. As soon as we're done here and I get back home, I actually have the script with me, and I was reading through it last night and trying to thumbnail some ideas.
Oh, that is awesome. After this is all done, what's your con schedule like after that, or does it slow down?
I'm going to slow down for a bit because I really want to focus on issue 2 and get that ready to go. Also, kind of slowly working on my own comic that I'm doing on the side.
Nice.
So the goal is to have that out before this year is out. That'll be a webtoon comic thing probably, and we're gonna, after the first issue is done and complete, me and my friend who's helping me write it, we're probably gonna open up a Patreon. So
nice.
Keep tabs on socials.
Okay.
We're probably gonna make a separate social for that comic too. And
well, let us know when you've got this going, because we'd love to have you back on to talk about it, man, and promote it for sure.
I'd love that.
Awesome. Well, listen, we'll let you get back to it here because we had to wait our turn. You were vigorously signing your autograph there on a bunch of books. So congratulations again on Misfit Mercs, man. This is just an awesome book. And you guys should be super proud with the work you put into this, and enjoy the rest of the convention.
Oh yeah, you guys too. It's been a lot of fun, and glad to see you guys here. Glad we got to finally
meet face to face, so to speak. So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Thanks a lot, Jarvis. Really
thank you.
appreciate it, man. All right.